everyone, this is Betty with Betty's Stamping Crazy, and I was going to make a card for you. Well, I am going to make a card for you. It's made out of note cards, and I'm using the crumb cake this time. As you all know, you can get the note cards in our excuse me, in our annual catalog, and they are, let me find them in here because I had it over here for the paper. Okay, our note cards, you can get crumb cake or you can get Whisper White, and they are the note cards and the envelopes for $6, and you get 20 cards and then 20 envelopes. So that's not a bad price. And they are, the size of those are you know, just a, like I said, a little note card. They're 7 by 5, and then they're scored in the middle at 3.5. Also going to be using watercolor paper, and that one I'm sorry, is on page 175 of our annual catalog, and it is, nope, sorry, it's, yeah, it is right here at the top. $5, and you get 5 sheets of 6 by 9, and that's 140 pound weight, and that is watercolor paper. So what I did was I cut it in strips just across here. So this is six across, and so what I did was I cut it in 2-inch strips, and by the time I got through, I had, let me get this little strip here, just this little strip right here for the end that was extra. I did make a few of these. I don't know I guess I gave them all out, so I don't have one to show you. I was going to show you the one I had, one of them that I had made, and I didn't do it. Lost it. Anyway, I'm going to be using, let me show you the piece I did. This is, I'm going to be watercoloring, as you can see. This is one of the pieces I did and cut out. I'm going to be using my custom tee and the tie-dyed stamp sets. Got that, of course it's always got a glare. And the only thing I'm using on the tie-dyed is, I can't remember which one of these I used, but they're pretty close to the same. I think one's got just a little bit more coloring in it, where the other one's a little bit more open, but you could use either one you wanted. Also, I believe it's this one I used. Yeah, it's the more open one, this one up here, out of the tie-dyed, and this is in our occasions catalog. And on the custom tee, I'm using quite a bit, because let me show you the little pieces that I do have cut out here. These are what I cut out of that, and I used, let me get this up here where you can see it. I used this little part right here for her collar. I used the, let's see, where'd it go? Oh, I lost it. Love You. I used Rad Dad. I cut out his little pocket right here, but this time I decided to use this pocket. And I also used these 3 little stars, which are put together for her shirt. Anyway, I also use, oh yeah, I did use, let me find it, Vintage. So anyway, let's get together on that. I did use Sahara Sand. Oh my goodness, I didn't tell you. Good grief. I made this a while back, so I'm having to get everything back together in my mind. I'm using the T-shirt builder framelits, and I'm using this framelit, this one. Okay, for the pocket, I'm using this one right here, and then this one for her little shirt that comes across here, her collar. There are several different ones. This was a bow tie, this is a flower, this is a regular tie. Oh yeah, I'm going to be using this one too. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off here so I don't forget what I'm using. Go ahead and pull these off of here. I have a piece of wax paper here because I don't want to get water all over my paper pad here. And what I did, because I opened these up, of course I have, you know, you do this. I will be using a watercolor pencil. Yep, I got water in it. And okay, this is Pacific Point, Bermuda Bay, and I wanted to bring just a little bit of color in there that was not a blue, so I'm using Peekaboo Peach, which is one of our in colors for 216 to 218. I love this color. So I'm going to set it over here, and I'm going to go ahead and do my coloring. Let me get some water in here. Okay. Okay, let's get this really watery because I don't want it real dark. And what I did was I come up here and I just went across it. Let's get a paper towel. I think that would work better. I can see when it's clean. Okay, and then I came back in with the Bermuda Bay. Get some more color there. And I just kind of blended that in. I got that just a little bit too watery. That's okay. And I just kind of went up in there and blended that a little bit. Then I came back, cleaned that off. What I actually did, but I'm just going to show you kind of here how I did it. I went from one side to the other doing this. Okay, this is my Peekaboo Peach, sorry. Don't have it in the camera for you. And I just came down here and kind of blended that in a little bit. I think I'm getting too much, not enough color. Get a little more color on it because I want it just a little dark so it'll show up. So I'm going straight on the pad with that. It won't hurt it a bit. Okay, then I'm going to turn it. And like I said, what I did before is I did one color at a time and I just kept turning it. Oh. But this is just kind of give you an idea how I was doing it. I want that just a... Whoops, I got that too dark, didn't I? That's good. Then we're going to come back in. That was the Pacific Point. And we're going to come back in with the Bermuda Bay. I think I got that a little bit too light too. So I'm going to go straight on the pad with that and get a little bit more. And spread it around. Get it into that. Okay. That's it as far as that goes. Let me go ahead and get this cleaned out. Always clean out your brush. It may stain, but it's clean. There's clear water coming out. Okay, I'm going to put that back on, the lid back on that. And then, let's see, I think I used both of these, but I didn't use this anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. Sorry, didn't have the heat gun plugged in. It's going to get a little bit loud. But it doesn't take much to dry this. And if you wanted to, you could set it off to the side and dry it. I mean, you know, let it dry naturally. But I like to do this so that it kind of puts it down, makes it go down straight again. And I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I use wax paper for a lot of things if it's going to be messy. I'm going to go ahead and close these up for the moment because I want to go ahead, because I've got one thing I want to do. And I'm trying to remember if I had the vintage. I believe I had it in this color because I want to cut it out too. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and get the vintage stamped. Oh, I got one more idea that I used. And where did I do with that? Oh, there it is. Okay, I did pull it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down. My big shot over here. And I'm going to bring you up just a little bit so that you're not right down on it. Okay. And you can see my cutting mats get really used. Let me get these. Okay, I'm going to put them right here. And I'm going to bring this back into the picture. And what I did was I set it to where I could get some of the blue. Whoops, that's the wrong direction. Some, you know, some of each color in there. And I did want enough Peekaboo Peach in there. And then I set him at the top. Let's move these. I may not have enough Peekaboo Peach. Yeah, I did. Because I didn't do the... Okay, that's fine. Right there. I think I need to... That's barely going to fit on that too, but it will fit. Okay. We're going to run that through, and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out this. Get it at the same time. Get on there. Of course, you know you have to find your magnets on these. Okay. I think we got that where I want it. We'll run that through. Okay. And as you can see, hopefully I have enough room for her collar. If not, I won't put a collar on it. Okay, there we go. Put these down to the side. Excuse me. I think I'm going to have to turn my little fan on, because it's starting to get hot in here. Okay, on her collar, I just brought it down and got it right in there. Let's pull this off. And for his little pocket, I believe I stamped that first. So let's just go ahead and cut her collar out because it's not stamped. I should have went ahead and stamped his collar after I got through, but I didn't. Hope you don't, my little fan isn't bothering you. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp his collar. And I believe I got it. Where'd we go with it? Okay. Or not his collar, his pocket. Before I cut it out. That way. Oh, I need to bring you back down, don't I? Excuse me, that's too far. I'm really sorry about the coughing. And I believe I got him right in... Let me get where I can see. I was trying to get him right where I was going to put the pocket, but it don't look like I'm going to be able to do that this time because I didn't get his shirt over far enough. We're going to do it that way. And instead of bringing it back over, I'm just going to come over here and cut it out. Okay, as you can see, I cut everything out of this one strip of paper. So that is the easiest way to do it. It's a little tight fit. Oops, I need that. But it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use the little flowers, the three little flowers combined. And I'm going to come in here with the Bermuda Bay. And I'm just going to, let me get my stamping pad just in case. Because some of the other stuff I'm going to need it for anyway. And I just kind of randomly, let's get her a little, oh, that doesn't matter, it's going to be covered up. Randomly stamp these flowers. And if you wanted to, you could even leave the flowers off of the bottom, but I like them all the way through. I just kept turning it and putting them on there. Okay, put that up there. And on his shirt, I didn't put, I stamped Rad Dad. And I believe I did the Pacific Point on that one. So let's go ahead and get that out. Okay, and on this, it may not come out completely. Oh, that did. See where this one didn't come out? And I really liked this better because it made it look, the shirt looks worn. But that's okay. And then Love You on her shirt. Let me get this down here where I can see where I'm going. I'm still on camera, aren't I? There we go. And it doesn't matter whether it's straight or not. These are supposed to be really weird shirts, you know, tie-dyed, whatever you want to call them. They're not exactly tie-dyed, but... Okay, we have this, this. And what I did, I took a piece of Bermuda Bay, which is approximately 3/4 of an inch by 2 and, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. I mean, you can get it, you can go whichever way you want to. So I'm going to move these out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and glue his pocket on. And let me grab my glue. What did I do with it? You could, you know what, I may do that. You can use a glue dot to kind of raise it up a little bit. I think that would be kind of cute because it would give it a little bit of height. So just stick it on there. Let me get my tweezers so I can, because it's a small piece and I gotta get it straight. And then just stick it on his shirt. Now on this piece right here, as you can see, I did use that one I was telling you about that is, let me find it. I went ahead and stamped this piece right here, and all I did was just use the Bermuda Bay on Bermuda Bay, and I stamped it on that. That is going to go with our vintage, wherever I lost it from. Here it is. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and I need to get this on here because I want her collar. And you could use glue dots on this too, but I think I'm going to go ahead and glue it down with just regular glue, Tombow glue. Oops. Not too much glue. Okay. Let's go ahead and put her collar on. And of course the Tombow glue also gives you a little bit of wiggle room so you can get it straight on there. This one actually looks better because it's not as faded out and it shows up better. I like it. Excuse me. Okay, we're going to bring our crumb cake back in here. And I used, let's move these, I think I'm through with them. Sahara sand. Yep, Sahara sand. I said that funny. And what I did was I took this piece. Let me move these out of the way so I don't grab one of these, because I want to use the new ones. But let me grab this, and actually all I need is this. And that swirly, can you see that? And what I did with the Sahara sand is I just came in here and kind of stamped it down, stamped here, oops, kind of screwed that one up, stamped it down. Let's stamp off before we do that. Okay, let's stamp straight on here, and then I want to stamp off right in here, and then I want, oops, I wanted that straight on here and maybe a little bit here. That should do it. So but see, I didn't want it on this side, so that's why I used this paper here. Alright, now we're going to use, I believe I put these on with dimensionals, so I'm going to go ahead and use dimensionals. And goodness, I think I'm Getting low on this one. I'll have to grab another package maybe. Maybe not, because I'm going to use the edge on that. You know what? With her arms sticking out the way they are, I'm going to move this over. Okay, I screwed that one up. Okay, one more on her. Let me get this off my hand. I was sick a couple of weeks ago and I still haven't gotten all that out of my throat. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, and made a video, but life kind of gets in the way. I'm going to stick this down here at the bottom of him, and then I'm going to stick one across the top. I think that'll be plenty. Okay, now I'm going to set these where I can see where I want them, and I'm going to go ahead and get glue on this. I'm going to use snail because I'm going to put this down just straight. And I'm just going to put it kind of to the side here. Just put it straight down. But I'm going to use dimensionals on that. So I want to cut, yeah, those will fit. Probably that should be enough, because I want it almost all the way across it. And that's going to be a tight fit. You could cut it a little bit shorter if you want to, but that's fine. I'll pull that. Oh, I hate having this problem. Put that right there. I think it's a little off. But you know what? The whole card is supposed to be weird. Tie-dyed and everything else, so. I've been working a little bit more on watercoloring because I've never really gotten into the watercoloring, but I love looking, you know, seeing what other people do. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try a few small things and see if I can't get it mastered. Eventually I'll get maybe into a little bit more. Excuse me. And you know, you could put more stuff on it if you wanted to, but I think that is perfect. It's just a small note card just to play with this stamp set. And I thought that vintage was perfect. And of course, Rad Dad, you know, you're all, back then, some of you may be too young for that, but, you know, we used to say cool, rad. I still say cool. I don't think I ever said the rad. But that's vintage terms to some of you out there, and to some of us, it's still happening. But anyway, there's my card. Sorry I didn't have one made up. Like I said, I think I gave it away. Anyway, this is Betty with Betty's Stamping Crazy. Thank you.